Hey there, and thank you for joining me. We're going through a heat wave, as much of the country is right now, and I have the AC off so you guys can hear me properly, but here we go. This August 2nd will mark the 6th anniversary of me being diagnosed with HIV. Now, you can imagine, that's a date I'll never forget. Within the past year, I've been, not only am I taking HIV medications, now I'm starting to take more, starting with cholesterol. There's one for bone density loss, which is called alendronate, vitamin D3, and calcium. Now, the bone density medication I have to take once every 2 weeks, and that's kind of hard to remember, and I have to sit up for a half hour, take it, can't eat or drink anything for that time. Now, the calcium I have to take at least 5 to 6 hours away from my HIV medication, so that makes it a little inconvenient, but other than that, everything else I can take with it. When I was diagnosed, the doctor told me that if I didn't take treatment, I'd have about a 5 to 10 year life expectancy. I'm here approaching 6-year mark, and I've been undetectable for majority of it. The disease itself is not giving me any health issues, it's just the medications. Another factor is that I'm aging. I was 41 when I was diagnosed, now I'm 47. And I can't imagine this won't get any better. So recently I had a routine checkup with the dentist, and he discovered white patches at the back of my throat. So now he's sending me to an oral surgeon to get it checked out, like a biopsy, to make sure to rule out cancer, which would be the worst case scenario. Now, I'm trying not to worry too much about this until the time being. I'm still waiting for the appointment. But even going to the dentist is an important part of your health. They wouldn't have discovered that otherwise. When I tell you this, I remember going into the HIV specialist, and they used to check down my throat, my mouth, everything, and since the COVID, we've been wearing a mask, and they haven't really been doing that, so really important. Go see a dentist as well. I'm not perfect, nor anyone else. I regularly exercise and I eat healthy as I can. One of my health detriments is smoking, and I've been doing that since I was 15, and it's such a harsh addiction to give up. I know one day I probably will, when I'm ready. I've been nagged by my specialists and doctors for years on this. One of my viewers recently asked me on one of my videos about if it's 2 separate tests for the viral load and the HIV diagnosis. And the short answer is yes. First of all, a viral load count is the measure of how much virus of the copies are in your blood. So this test is called a nucleic acid test, NAT for short. Your healthcare provider will take blood from your vein and then send it off to a lab, and then you'll get the results in about a week. Blood tests are most common for HIV detection. I had to wait a week for the result of that too, but they did all the tests at the same time. I got the test done 10 days after exposure, so 7 days after that, I was diagnosed. Total about 17 days, so that's not bad, really. People are worried months later, since the exposure, you can get that result much quicker, and you should. Now, my viral load counted at 60,000. Now that sounds like a lot, but I was told that they can be into the millions, and the higher the viral load, the more chances you could infect somebody else, and it could affect your own overall health. So after being put on medication, they checked my viral load again a month later, and I was undetectable. I was quite surprised by this. I never thought it'd be that quick. And since then, for the past 6 years, every test, undetectable. Now, I've been stressing this for years. U equals U, undetectable equals untransmittable. Now, I've been alone for the past 6 years, and I've been pretty fine with that, but naturally I feel lonely sometimes, and it would be nice to have a partner. But the headache and aggravation of meeting someone who, even if I was HIV negative, but add that to the mix, some guys just don't want to understand or don't care to. The stigma is real, and it's out there. So that's why I'm really adamant about talking about this on my channel, and I hope to get the word out there. Speaking of this, I had a couple of special guests on my program, Andy Feds and Claire Gassa-Magira, and they were both born with HIV, and they shared their stories with us. And it was quite liberating to me to do, and I'm sure it was with them too. So check it out if you haven't seen it. I have a long list of videos, one of them being discussing my HIV acute symptoms and answering questions from my viewers, so check those out too. Thank you for joining me today, and thank you for all watching. Please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and tap that notification bell to be notified. Until next time, Michael K here. Take care, everyone.